Oh, Swivelheads, Greg Allison, Green Gregs. We're having a lot of bad weather right now. It's been going on yesterday. It's going on today. It's going on through Sunday, apparently. I'm going to cover some of this weather. I got a new app here, thanks to Chewy Weather, that is covering, showing live where some of these storms are. So now we can actually do storm tracking here live on my channel. Also, we will be live on Discord tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central Time, the movie Civil War movie. Yes. So I'm going to go straight to this app because this is horrific. I'm going to go into the chat room, guys. This is about you. This is for you. This is a public service announcement type video. This is for you because I want those of you in the chat, if you're in the storm's path, to know what might be out there, if you have suffered damage, to just start chatting about it in the chat room tonight. This is about you. This is a family. We are a family. This is for you tonight. If I had these resources, I might have come on here earlier, but I'm going to update the chat room here so I can keep up with you guys. So let's go straight to the storms and see what's cooking, guys. Here we are. And where's my chat room here? These are prospective tornadoes on the ground right now. Other storms. I'm not seeing the chat room popping up yet. There it is. I hope everyone's safe. I hope nobody in the family here has been hurt, but we have a lot of subscribers in Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas. People have been in the path of these storms. These storms hit Nebraska real hard yesterday. I'd say Friday when I'm talking yesterday. I'm talking as if it's still Saturday, but really it's 3 a.m. in the morning, my time on Sunday morning. So just to give you guys some perspective here, let's see if I can open this up a little bit more without losing everything here. The screen. I got to fight the application I'm running to for video. So guys, here's what we can do. We can look at these storms. I can zoom in on some of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prospective tornadoes in view right now. One of them's coming into Arkansas. It's just north of hail size not reported. I'm hearing there's hail though down toward there's hail. Yeah, this is a tornado storm track, guys. There is hail. It's Decatur, Arkansas. Decatur, Arkansas. Each of these bands is where it's going to be in the next 15 minutes. There are other storms in here with lots of lightning. There's a lot of lightning strikes in this. You can see lightning represented here. I suppose this is hail. Let's see what this says. Hail size 1 inch. Probability of hail 10%. Hail 1 inch. And these are wind bars. The direction the bar points to the direction the wind is coming from. You can see it's pointing in opposite directions on each side of the storm. Here it's pointing that way. Here they're pointing that way. They're all over the place. That means a very turbulent atmosphere. The short bars are 5 miles an hour. The long bars are 10. And the inside the circle is the temperature. Now it does some updating. So bear with us as it updates. And so this is showing what's in the path. We've got one here. This is Stillwell, Oklahoma. Interesting. I'm on Stillwell Drive here. I also saw that one went through Ardmore, Oklahoma earlier today. You know, Ardmore, Alabama is just up the street from me. I thought that was an odd name until I discovered there was an Ardmore in Oklahoma, which really surprised me. Let's see if I can scroll down without losing where I'm at here, because this thing tried to have me log in earlier, and I'm not set up an account here. I want to go down to, I'm hearing there's a lot of, look at all these storms, guys. If you're in these areas, you need to be watching out. This has got a long track. It must have been moving fast. What? It went away just as soon as I started to click on it. That's odd. All right. Hartshorn, Oklahoma. You've got a tornado, a suspected tornado on the ground there. There's a storm track for that one. Okay, we've got one over here. Ituka, Oklahoma. Guess this is over in the Indian Territory. This one's going east. These storm tracks are moving around. Bells, Texas. So I'm going to try to get down to Fort Worth because I'm hearing a major hail in Fort Worth and straight line winds. Here we are, Fort Worth, no wonder. Look at this, guys. Aledo, Texas. Not reporting hail in this, but it is reported to be a tornado. 4 inches an hour rain. That's a lot of rain. Ooh, right here. Tolar, Texas. Probability of hail, 60%. An inch an hour rain. Here we've got a major hailstorm that looks like moving pretty fast. I wish these things would quit flashing on me so fast. Michelle Young, how you doing? Thank you for sharing the link. Yeah. These storms are scary. Oh, that one just disappeared on me. I hope I didn't make it disappear by clicking on it. Here is a hailstorm that's not giving me a size. But the rain, precipitation is 2 inches an hour. We saw 4 inches an hour on one. I'll close that one out. Looks like we got a fast moving storm down here. Brownwood. I guess I got to scroll down to see the whole thing here. Let's look at this again. Brownwood. Max, this is both tornado with hail, 1 inch hail, 50% probability of hail. Precipitation rate, 18 inches in an hour. That's a flood. Wow, 18 inches in an hour. That is tremendous. I wonder what's happening. Looks like they're going away when I click on them. Does that mean the storm was canceled? I don't know. Let's see if I click on this one. What happens when I X out? Maybe I don't want to X out. Maybe that's dismissing it. Let's see here. I'm new to this app. This app is new to me. I'm just trying to master it a little bit. That's why I came on a little bit later than I wanted to. Guys, we got storms all over the place. Is anybody on the ground near any of these storms? Can anybody speak to what we're looking at here? Do we have anybody in the house? I hope everybody in Oklahoma is taking cover if you're in the path of these storms. Maybe you can listen to me from your phone and update us if you're in any of these as well. They're jumping around on me here. This one is a tornado storm track at Bowie, Texas. Oh, that one moved back that way. How did it do that? Loving, Texas. When it updates, these things move. Here's a big hailstorm, it looks like. Echo Top at 38,000 feet. Brooksmith, Texas. So look, everybody on this storm line. Now, usually a tornado is an isolated cell. These are very late at night or early in the morning, however you want to look at it, to be seeing storms like this. Show you where to check out the live lightning map. I did click on lightning, and I'm not sure, Chewy, I don't really have this thing mastered. Lightning is checked here. I'm still, whoops, there we go. The whole thing just disappeared. Well, it gives us more view anyway. So there we go. So click on that. I got lightning highlighted. It's not showing strikes. So I've still got to learn this thing a little bit. I've just started with this thing. So I am, bear with me here, guys. This is a major storm front. Usually storms die down this time of the night. When they're coming through this strong, that is frightening. There's no other way to put it. That is frightening. They're in Fort Worth right now. They'll be hitting Dallas soon. I know we've got subscribers in the Dallas area, or between, one of our major subscribers is between Fort Worth and Dallas, right in this area, right here. And I see there's a hailstorm heading in that direction. It's in Aledo, Texas. Oh, that says tornado. Did I click the wrong storm? I thought I clicked this one. Hail, okay. 1 inch hail, probability 50%. This tornado is going a little south, that in Aledo. Each one of these bars is, I don't know, there's so many out here. Maybe we'll focus in on some of these in a little bit. I just want to get the gravity of what's out here right now. Wow. You see over here, it's really warm, 70s. That's really warm for this time of the night, but over here it's in the 60s. It'll probably drop down much colder after this storm front moves through. That's what always happens. Let's go back north again. Atoka, Oklahoma, with 1 inch max hail, 9 inch hour rain. This one. Pittsburgh, Oklahoma, 1 inch an hour. Don't give a hail size. Probability of hail, not 0 in that one. Melbourne, Oklahoma. Ooh, wow, this is crazy. I don't see the normal kind of patterns, broke up from mesocyclones, but still. And I don't know how powerful these storms are on the F scale, guys. Let's see. I think that's usually determined after they go through. Hartshorn, Oklahoma. Time 3 a.m. Well, we're already quarter past that almost. Each of these marks here is where it'll be in 15 minutes. So if you're in the path of any of these, take shelter, take cover. Straight line winds can be horrendous along this pathway. This is a major storm pathway with hail, tornadoes, lightning. Bunch, Oklahoma. '78. So, and this is a cute name. Guys, this is serious. 20 inches an hour. Bunch, Oklahoma. 20 inches an hour. Hopefully it don't last an hour. That is a big flood. Oh my gosh. 20 inches an hour. Westville, 15 inches an hour. That's a flood. Jeez. Here's Eureka Springs. Wow. Fort Smith, that's an area I drive through when I go back and forth. When I go back and forth to Arizona, this is the path I take. I-40 is right through here. And there's hail on I-40 and Salisal. Look for update again. Yoda, Oklahoma, 80% probability of hail. Don't say what size. Yeah, this is I-40 right through here. All kind of storms, guys. This one's moving pretty quickly. Oh, a new one's popped up here. Noel, Missouri, 2 inches an hour. Lincoln, let's say Lincoln where? It's probably it's probably right on the state line between Oklahoma and Arkansas. Flash flood risk is the biggest concern presently. I guess so. When you get 20 inches an hour in some places, 15, 20 inches an hour, yeah, expect flash floods. If you're in a low-lying area, you don't need to be there. Don't be driving anywhere where you might encounter these floods, guys. They'll wash your car away. 6 inches of water can move a car because water is 8 pounds per gallon, and you got a lot of gallons moving through fast. Okay, that update didn't put everything back on the map. So let's scroll up a little bit. We're up here in Missouri here. Lockwood, Missouri. 5 inches an hour. The top of that's only 17,000 feet. That one may be on the ground. I don't know what's on the ground, what's not on the ground. Guys, hail right here, 40% in Reeds, Missouri. There's Branson. Yeah, these storms will be there real soon, I suppose. This just goes on and on, guys. There are so many storms in this path, it's not funny. Harrisonville, Missouri, tornado. Oh my gosh, there's just so many. At 3 a.m., all I can say is these people are lucky it's not like 5 or 6 p.m. in the afternoon when these storms are 7 p.m. when they've had the full energy of the daylight energizing. These storms should be de-energizing, but they still looks like they got a lot in them. This is Shield Maiden. This is pretty heavy for this late hour. These are heavy storms for this late hour. Yeah, Jason Avery, Wendy Hardnack. I think Wendy may have already passed through her area. I'm not exactly sure, but they did go through Tulsa a little bit ago. Tulsa's kind of on the backside now. We got lightning far east of there, like O'Fallon, Missouri. Strong storm there. And when I click on one, I got to scroll to get that off. That's pretty intense. That is intense, guys. Really, really, really intense. The winds either side of this aren't that bad. These little sidebars indicate like, 5 miles an hour. I was seeing some 20s and 30s in there earlier. But right in the storm itself, it will be more. That's like 10 mile an hour. Once you get into like the tornado itself, it's liable to be a lot more. I'm not seeing the kind of sidebars I was seeing a little bit earlier when I was looking in here. So some of the wind energy has died down, but still, oh, look at this one. You got about 25 miles an hour wind right here, right there. That's 25 mile an hour wind, halfway. It's a place called Halfway, Missouri. Strange name, but I've seen stranger. That is just southwest of Lebanon, north of Springfield, Missouri. That's some pretty heavy winds right there, guys. 25 mile an hour, probably straight line coming out of the south by southeast. This one is moving pretty fast. Butler, Missouri. 2 inches an hour rain. So I'm zoom in a little closer to one of these when he snap back here. I don't see any major city on right downwind of this one. I'm going to try to zoom in on a little bit. We'll try to zoom in on all these a little bit here. Hope we don't mess my updates up. I'll have to see you. There we go. Okay, yeah, now you can see. Now you can see. This one's one I was wanting to go in on because it was moving so fast. It's hard to tell the towns. There is Harrisonville over here. So this is coming east of Harrisonville. Is Butler, Missouri. So every one of these is 15 minutes. That one is moving pretty dang quick. Pleasant Hill, Missouri. Lamont, Missouri. This is a hailstorm here. Ehrlich, Missouri. Probably able to hail 10%, 2 inches an hour rain. Precipitation. It could be hail there. Can't look at that one. That was moving pretty fast there. Iona, Missouri. Let me scroll back out and see if I can see some of these. Iona, don't give me a size on the hail. Deepwater, Missouri, no size on the hail there. Guys, if you're in any of these areas here, you're at risk for hail, straight line winds, tornadoes. They're just all overlapping. It's all overlapping. All up and down the border of Missouri. western Missouri, western Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma. These storms are intense. Here we got 15-mile-an-hour winds right here at Brighton. This is the station number. These are ground stations that are indicating this. You should think slow down after sunset a bit. Yes, the Gulf air fed from the south is fueling this activity. So this has all been fueled by air from the Gulf of Mexico. That's 98 degrees right there. What? That must be a fluke. Can't believe it's 98 degrees. That's an unusual hot spot. Carthage. It says 98 degrees. Sometimes, if you get a data point, sometimes, a data point can be out. When you see one data point that's way off from everything else, you can kind of expect there's an error at that station. That's a little crazy. All right, let me slow it down a little bit, let the tornadoes pop back in here. Some of the stuff, so don't all come back. It's trying to populate a lot of stuff. I'm probably having some server speed issues as I'm scrolling around here. I'm just trying to focus in on these storms. The tornadoes aren't showing. I hope and pray that means that they've actually just all been canceled, but I'm thinking it's just not showing up right now. Thank you for sharing my links there, New Days. All right. It's about to do another update cycle. There we go. Now the tornadoes are still there. Stella, Missouri. 1 inch an hour rain. All right, if you're in the Stella area or north, that thing is moving pretty fast. I mean, if you're anywhere along this line, guys, watch out. If you got friends or family that live in these areas, you might want to call them and wake them up. I'm sure that the sound of these storms has got them awake. And I imagine a lot of these people are watching channels like Ryan Hall, y'all, and Max Velocity. Again, Stillwell, Oklahoma. 14 inches an hour. That is a lot of rain. We've seen 20 inches an hour in some of these, 15 inches an hour, here 14 inches an hour. That's crazy. Let's hope they only get about 15 minutes of that, or maybe 5 minutes of that. That is some heavy rain. Eufaula, Oklahoma. Guys, these storms are just all on top of each other. This is crazy. This is a late hour outbreak. Let's hope most of these are in the air and not on the ground. Pittsburgh, Oklahoma. McAllister, Oklahoma. Stewart, Oklahoma. Wow. It's hard just to focus on any one when there's so many. All right, this is coming into the Choctaw Nation here. You know anybody in the Choctaw Nation? Lane, Oklahoma. 13 inches an hour of precipitation right there. Wow, this is what the ground stations are reporting, guys. These are all ground station reports. Atoka, hell. About to do laundry shortly. Well, if you're got anything you need to do that's got power, and if you're in one of these storms, your power may be going out. I tried to contact Jason Avers, hopefully the storms are past him. He's asleep because he already went through Oklahoma, Tulsa. All right, we're getting down into Texas again. This has got lightning in it. Strong storm, Hurst, Texas. It's heading east. Oh, this is heading southeast. Louisville, Texas. Colony, Texas. I think I've been close to there. Maybe I drove through there. I think I drove through the Colony on my last trip to Texas. Yeah. I either drove through it or I saw the sign to it. That rings a bell to me. Berkeley Place. I'm not sure I clicked that just right. Yeah. Berkeley Place. So these things are in Fort Worth right now, Fort Worth area. Up they showed the whole line just advanced. It was heading toward Dallas. Well, I don't know any days. Ryan Hall went off there at 1:30 after streaming for over 11 hours. Well, I guess he is probably just wore out. If you're reporting this stuff full time for 11 hours, it's going to take a toll on you. And you know well that, oh, there's a big one, fast moving one down here. Wow, there's a lot of them down here. I'm down in Texas. Look at this, guys. Holy smoke. Dublin, Texas. Tornado. 3-inch an hour rain there. They're all just on top of each other everywhere. Comanche, Texas, tornado. 12 inches an hour precipitation there. That is heavy. Excuse me if I click on the same one more than once. Oh. Richland, Texas. Scroll down to see all the data on it. It's not showing all the data on this one. I'm in Missouri right now, up Highway 44 from it. Okay, we'll go back up to Missouri in just a moment. Just to find out how far southeast goes. Tornado, Richland. They got 10 inches an hour precipitation. Let's see. I saw one out to the west, even west of these storms, a suspected tornado. Lord, folks, they just keep going. It's just they're just everywhere. I wonder Ryan Hall quit after 11 hours. You know, just too much to keep up with here. Edwards County. Rock Springs, Texas, tornado. 7 inches an hour rain. Del Rio, Texas, tornado storm trap. Wow. That's all the way down to San Antonio. New Days, salute you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, New Days. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is just too much. I didn't have, I just got the ability to do this thanks to Chewy Weather. I'm still learning this app a little bit. I've still got a lot to do. I saw a tornado track somewhere out here in the west. Let's see if we can find it. Again, maybe it's gone now. There it is. Look at this one. Breckenridge. I don't see a major storm there in terms of these colors of heavy rain, but apparently there's a report of one right here. So what I'm not showing is the wind shear. Apparently it's not really raining there to any great degree. It says 0 inches per hour. Thank you, New Days. Appreciate that super chat very much. Wow, guys. Go back up toward Missouri. We got Missouri out. Mag Rising. How you doing? Here we go. Here's one to the west. Maysville, Oklahoma. Tornado. 4 inches an hour of rain there. Yeah, there's some of these that are a little bit west of the main line. Now, this one's standing out here by itself. This is the kind of cells that can really spin up. Stewart, Oklahoma. If you're anywhere near Stewart, or if you are northeast of any of these locations I'm clicking on, take cover. Hannah, Oklahoma. If you are in this area, take cover. Any of these areas. This one's out in front. Look at that. Whoa, it disappeared on me. It's got to update. This thing's updating pretty fast here. And the whole system's moving to the east a little bit. Natural Dam, Arkansas. Michelle, how close are you to this mess? I see Michelle in the house here. She's posted the link to my page for giving chats, super chats, to my website directly. Westville got hailstorms in the area apparently. Potential hailstorms. Let's see if I can find. I saw 44 on here earlier. Let's see. Now we're getting back up into Oklahoma. I meant Missouri. Excuse me. There's 44. There's 44. One of you just told me you were on 44. This stuff's coming at you. I think it's still reporting 98 degrees over there. If you're in Springfield, all this stuff's coming at you. It's not showing the tornadoes right now. It's just it's updating. There's a lot of data. This thing's plotting a lot of data, and it's continuously updating them. It may be breaking the bandwidth on my server or my computer. We got a 15-mile-an-hour wind right there, 69 degrees, and Ozark. All right, the tornadoes are not on right now. I'm sure. There we go. There's a big one. Everton, Missouri. Tornado. 11 inches an hour in rain right there, folks. Flash flood warnings, straight line wind warnings, tornado warnings, hail warnings. All that is in this system. And this is a wide swath of storm here. And it's not moving to the east very fast. That's where you really got to worry about flooding. This stuff just sits on top of you. And you got to worry about trees getting the roots weak and falling over. Alpha Omega Supply. I'm in Rolla, Missouri on Highway 44. Just windy here, not doing much else yet. Let's see. That is Rolla. Now, is Rolla north of Springfield? How close are you to this stuff? There it is. There's Rolla right there. Okay, it's going to be a little bit before these things get to you. Hopefully, they'll die down some before they get there. I'm just amazed. It's 3:35 Central Time. That these storms are still cranking like this is mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling. All I can say is it's a good thing it's not in the late afternoon, early evening hours. That's when storms are the worst. Wow, this now here looks pretty intense. Colony, Kansas. Archie, Missouri. Tornado. 1 inch an hour. Garden City. Lockwood. It's not telling me a whole lot. Some of these just not giving me all the data. It's just giving me a little bit. And then again, it could be just a bandwidth issue. How much data can actually come through here? Because this thing is plotting a lot of data here, and it's updating continuously. So then what's the cycle on this update? About every minute. It's pretty quick. Hughesville, Missouri. 7 inches an hour of rain. That is intense too. But we saw 20 inches in some places, 15, 14, 20, 7. That's all horrendous. Whoa. Yikes, guys. Let's see what's way up here in the more northerly areas here. Give it a minute to update some more. Wise Owl's in the house. Wise Owl, you're in Arkansas. This stuff's coming your way. Michelle Young's in Arkansas. Yeah, we've got a lot of subscribers that are in the path of this, and that's why I've come in here tonight. I thought some of you might tell us what you're seeing, what you're expecting. Shaggy's in here. Shaggy's got to get up early, so he's not going to be with us long. By the way, once again, for those that have just joined, we're going to have a live session on Discord at 10 p.m. Central Sunday night with we're going to view Civil War, the movie. I haven't had a chance to sit in the theater, so it'll be my first viewing of it. And I'll view it together. Get your popcorn ready, or whatever your druthers are in that regard. I hope this means there's no tornadoes up this way. Maybe just has updated enough. There's plenty of lightning, storms, straight line winds. That windy don't show this kind of data. No storm tracks on windy. We can go to windy, and windy is good for running into the future. It's good for a general look at these storms, but this kind of specific data you're not going to get on windy. There's a big lightning storm right there, strong storm. In Illinois, Ipava. So we're up in Illinois here now. So let's go back this way a little bit so we can see some more. Thanks for covering this. I wasn't watching till you came on. Oh, so you didn't know what was coming at you. Then maybe I have done a good public service announcement. There's an inch of rain. If this gets people aware of what's coming at them, then we've done some good here. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it this late. I really wouldn't have expected these kind of storms this late at night or early in the morning, however you want to look at it. These kind of storms are off the charts. I mean, look at this, guys. Tornadoes at 3:39, almost 4 in the morning. Geez, Hughesville, Missouri, 7 inches an hour. And look at all the storms right here. This is intense. This is really intense. Potential tornadoes, hail, lightning, and this whole map is just covered right here. All west of the Tipton area. Wow. West of Jefferson City. All this is going east. Butler, Missouri, 7 inches an hour rain. Las Thinge, I don't know how to pronounce it, Kansas. So this is the Kansas-Missouri border in this area somewhere. Montrose, Missouri, pardon me if I mess up some of these names, 4 inches an hour. This is intense. This is intense. This is along the state line of Kansas and Missouri. Ooh. Lord of mercy, guys. It's like the tornadoes show last on here for some reason. I don't know why when it's doing the updates. This strong storm here in Kansas. Chanute, Kansas. I don't know how that's pronounced. Just give it a minute to update fully here. There's a lot of data that's trying to populate in here because I got a lot of things turned on. I don't have the best server in the world. No, it's a cable system. And here's Highway 44. Alpha Omega Survival is on this highway. Up here at Rolla. It may take an hour or two to get to you because this whole thing, the eastward trajectory is not that fast. It is moving east, but it's not that fast going east. I don't know, some of these storms are. That's 15, 30, 40. That's an hour. That's where it's going to be in an hour. Heading up toward Republic, getting close to Springfield, Highway 44, potential tornado. And Verona. Yeah, most people let their guard down by this hour. Does house insurance cover tornadoes? It depends. Around here, most of them do or did, but we've had so much destruction from tornadoes. I don't know what the effectivity of that is now. Yeah, let's look at that one again. That's Springdale, Arkansas. See, this is heading into Rogers, Arkansas, headed toward Eureka Springs. Wazal, how close is this stuff to you? Michelle, I don't know where exact where Bella Vista is. Here, 11 inches an hour of rain in Lincoln, Arkansas. That's heavy. Your main concern is probably Shack Bark Ranch. That is where the actual weather stations are at. Wow. Let's hope there's not too many of these on the ground. Dustin, Oklahoma, tornado. It's outside the heavy rain area. The heavy rain is where the colors are. Kenta, Oklahoma. So Kenta Kunte. That's Kunte. I don't know. Galveston, Oklahoma. 2 inches an hour. Rolla is said with a short O. Oh, Rolla. Okay. Rolla. Pardon me. I'm in Harrison. Okay, Wazal. Have to have a special rider on your insurance for floods and tornadoes. Yeah, I don't usually worry about floods where I'm at, but when we had the tornadoes here in 2011, my room down here where I'm sitting, the carpet got soaked. We had some intense rain and hail. We had an EF5 pass a little over a mile from my house, and that's happened twice. We have one big giant mansion subdivision that got tornadoes, went through the same path. I just had like 3 tornadoes hit it. Some people just never rebuilt there after all that. They rebuilt after the first one, but after the second one, it was like, no. Coleman, you got a tornado there indicated. Again, an indicated tornado does not mean it's on the ground, but it could be. Rhinestone Ministries will be busy from the storm cleanup. Oh, yeah, you can bet a lot of people. I'm in northwest corner of Arkansas, almost right on the Arkansas-Missouri border. Well, you're right in the thick of this, Michelle. I hope you are taking cover. I hope you're on your phone. Wow. This is right in your area, Michelle. Michelle, what are you seeing or hearing? You are in the vicinity. What's it like where you're at? Patrick been looking at the video of Coppell, Texas, lots of lightning. Yeah, Chew was talking about just crazy amounts of lightning strikes. He was texting me that earlier. Those are radar spotted tornadoes, not on the ground. I'll tell you if a person spotted. Okay, she's going to tell me if somebody spotted. So these are all radar indicated tornadoes, which means that they're hopefully in the air. But still, that's a lot of potential tornadoes. If nothing else, just intense rain. Very, very, very intense rain. Trying to scroll through these messages here. About 20s and 30s in Colorado. There was snow this morning in the area of Show Low, Arizona. I had a friend send me a picture of snow just east of Show Low, a little close to a place called Pine Top, or was it Lakeside area. Yeah, Chewy's running 3 tornadoes. He said he counted 70,000 lightning strikes on the counters 3 hours ago. 70,000 lightning strikes. He said the lightning map was shocking. Pardon the pun. Heavy rain, strong winds. I bet, Michelle. I bet. Heavy rain, strong winds. That's what I'd expect. That is exactly what I would expect. So let's back down in Texas here. Yeah, it's getting closer to Dallas now. It's sitting right, there's a little town in between Fort Worth and Dallas that's sitting right on top of them. We know that our friend JoJo's in that area. She's not in the chat room right now. I hope she's taking cover somewhere. Bluffdale, Texas. Radar indicated tornado. So these are all radar indicated tornadoes. It means you're up in the sky. It means you got the rotation pattern. If you were outside and if it were daylight and you could see, or if you could see between the lightning flashes, you might see a funnel cloud in the sky. And we had one right over my house back, a few weeks ago when I, got in my van and I bugged out. If y'all remember, I ran up to Taft, Tennessee. Actually, I ran north of Taft. I started my video on my way back in Taft, Tennessee that day. I left because they told me one was heading for my place, and I just got the heck out of Dodge. Because I really don't have any place to duck here. An F5 hit this place, it'd be done. Let's hope that don't happen. These are intense storms here, guys. Krebs. Let's look over here east. So here's Arkansas, guys. Hot Springs, Arkansas. 71 around Hot and 72 around Hot Springs, Arkansas. So it's hot. So this is the northwest corner of the state. This is there's one right there heading Prairie Grove, Arkansas. Precipitation rates at 11 inches an hour. That's a lot of rain. Rain that I don't want to see. All right, Highfield, Arkansas, 13 inches an hour. Wow. Yeah, these storms are all laid on top of so much of each other. You think you're clicking the tornado, and I'm probably clicking this storm back here. Yeah, that's that storm. For some reason, it's not clicking this one. There we go. Bentonville, Arkansas. Bentonville, Arkansas, a radar indicated tornado. Dayton again. Yeah, 15-mile-an-hour winds, 67 right here at Winslow. You got a Winslow in Arizona, just west of me. There's a song about Winslow, Arizona, if y'all recall it. Indiola. Give me a lot of data on this one. Let's go back and see what this is. Saying a lot about this one. Rebs. Springtown, Oklahoma. Talking about the hell. I clicked. There we go. Tornado. Pittsburgh, Oklahoma. Oh, it's all just moved again. The update shows the track moving forward. It's in the Choctaw Nation now in Oklahoma. Yeah, lightning is not good. The rain is not good. The straight line winds are not good. You got funnel clouds up in the air, a lot of radar indicated tornadoes. This is intense. For this hour now, all right, we're coming into Fort Smith with a lot of these right here. This is on I-40. This is a path I have driven many times. Many times now, going back and forth. Prairie Grove, Arkansas. 11 inches an hour still. It's heading toward West Fork, Highway 49. Hell and Soodle, how you pronounce that. Arkansas, 12 inches an hour of rain, precipitation, maybe counting hail too. 70% probability of hail. You got a greenhouse, you might need to check it in the morning. I don't know how to pronounce that. Siloam Springs, Arkansas, hail. 100% probability of hail. That means you're getting it. It's coming down. They don't have a size on it. And Siloam Springs, Arkansas, 100% means you're getting hail. And unlike the radar indicated tornadoes, hail will reach the ground. I think I put in the title of this upcoming war. I think this is so intense. I don't know if I'm going to get to talking about that tonight or not. Hightfield, Arkansas. Show me, and I was talking to my husband about that. Okay, fender bender. I'm in Elkins, Arkansas, getting bad. Elkins, Arkansas. If you're anywhere up here in northwest Arkansas, I'd expect it to be bad. One of my grandkids is near DFW. Yeah, DFW is being hammered, that whole area. Should have moved through Fort Worth by now. If you got family in Fort Worth, you may want to check on them. If you got family in Dallas, you better give them a warning. There's a lot of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There we are, guys. Still a radar indicated tornado right here. Fort Worth. 6 inches an hour rain right there. Storms. Arlington, Texas. I think that, yeah, that's the name of the area that JoJo's at. 5 inches an hour. Arlington, that's the name of it. Arlington. I'll see her in the room. Hopefully she's taking cover. Okay, I'm off to have dinner. All right, Rodney, thanks for being here. Joe Young, salute to you. Thank you very much for the super chat through my website that you shared the link to. I appreciate that. There's Mesquite is in the way of this rain. It's coming toward Mesquite to be there in an hour. Well, probably about an hour from now. It's in Preston Hollow right now. So all this is about to roll through Dallas. Stevensville, Texas, radar indicated tornado. Guys, if any of you have reports of anything on the ground right now, tell me. Chewy said that he would tell us if he saw anything on the ground or heard any reports on the ground. So far, it's all in the air. Well, I was planning to do some talk about some of the war threat. Maybe I'll have to put that off. There's some stuff I could just talk about in general, but all right, hail size 1 inch here, 50% probability, Dublin, Texas, and a tornado in the air. Radar indicated. We got one down here in London, Texas. Yeah, they're popping up way down here in the south. Llano, Texas, however you say that, 3-inch hour rain. Where's this one? Mountain Home, Texas. So it won't be in Houston till 7 or 8 in the morning. Hopefully this stuff will die down by then some. But, you know, there's got a lot of energy coming out of the Gulf, Brackettsville, Texas. All this is registering as Brackettsville tornado. Brackettsville. Yeah, this whole area has been dubbed Brackettsville. I'm almost afraid to zoom out. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose my settings. So that's why I'm just scrolling around like I am. I don't see anything down here. This stuff won't be too long before it gets to San Antonio, maybe a couple of hours from now. So you got hail, you've got strong winds, you've got rain. Some areas of rain is really heavy. You got to be worried about flooding. There's Venus. Alvarado. It's a bell. Fort Worth, Texas. Talking a tornado in the air. 6 inches hour rain. Yeah, there's a couple of tornadoes in the Fort Worth area. There's Fort Worth and there's Dallas. All this is coming into Dallas now. It's into Arlington, Dallas, Fort Worth, Irvin, Euless, coming up on Cleburne, Stevensville, 10 inches an hour in Stevensville. And this storm right here, we're looking 2 inches an hour. It's amazing how much difference there is in a short distance. 10 inches an hour here, 2 inches there. So you got pockets where it's real intense. So I'd say this storm is right, almost right in the middle of Dallas now. Front line of Plano, Texas, up here. Oh yeah, you can see it inching forward on us. What if there was a cardboard you could unfold to fit outside your car? Anna, what would you do with that? Show me, is it following the path of the eclipse, north, south? Well, this whole system's going to move. Yeah, this is not too far from the path of the eclipse at the moment. Sulphur Springs. I got some friends over in Sulphur Springs area. That's where they build the balloons that I used to use. Wait a minute. That should be, yeah. I'm saying Sulphur Springs is farther south than that. I-20 down, I-30 there, I-20 is down here. Come back north. I'm just scrolling up north and south, up and down this line. Here again, it sounds like it's headed toward Tennessee, Alabama. It'll take it's not really predicted to hit us that soon. If I look at this whole storm system, when we looked at Windy the other night, it was going to stay concentrated in this general area where it's at now for like 2 or 3 days. That's what it was indicating. If I look at my forecast, got it pretty hot here today, like 78. It's not really updating fast on me here. Let's see. We're going to have storms Tuesday morning here. Hopefully they're not that intense. Rain and storms coming in Monday night and Tuesday morning. And again, the following Friday in the morning. So late afternoon storms you usually have to worry about the most. Things have calmed down for you, Michelle? Okay, good. So maybe it's past your area. At least usually the worst of them are in the first line. 67 here now. It's cooled off about 11 degrees. Let me see if I'm getting any text from Chewy here. Chewy does professionally does forecasting and warnings for clients of his. So he is busy with that right now. He's running 3 separate computers tracking all this. I'm sure he's been doing this for hours. Okay, I don't want to scroll me. I'm kind of froze up right now. What my memory's looking like. Yeah, I'm pretty pegged out on memory. I don't have that many things open, but I think this application right here is chewing up a lot of memory. Maybe one of those reasons is when it updates, I don't get everything. Okay, I can't even scroll at the moment. So I'm pretty pegged out on memory. Michelle's having some puppy dogs are getting scared. I don't doubt it. Dogs don't like the lightning. Okay, ultra mind control. Well, stick your head in the sand. I'm here warning friends that weather's in their area. If you watch my channels, I'm in here talking a lot about things to do to prevent stuff, how to avert things. And I also call off a lot of the things that people are saying is happening or going to happen. I say, no, it's not. I do that all the time. So go stick your head in the sand, Ultramite. Just remember, when your head's stuck in the sand, your rear end is sticking straight up and something's liable to hit you in the rear end. So if that's the way you feel about it, remember the purpose of this channel is to help people survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. Maybe you are in the hive. Ultra mind control. I can't scroll nothing right now. I'm froze up. I have overrun my capacity. I don't have near as many windows open as I usually do. So it's going to take a minute. Maybe it'll calm down. I can scroll again in a minute. I wonder if I can look at something else. Maybe we can go to Wendy here. I have to see if this update. That's a couple of hours old now. We'll see if Wendy will update for us. Could be just that one out. Nah. Wendy is updating. Slowly. See, Wendy don't show the kind of granularity that I'm looking at. It does show a lot of lightning through this area. Very heavy lightning. One of this is these storms are all the way down the Rio Grande and on up northeast of Kansas City. I don't think this is actually accurate because this should be actually these storms are, according to Michelle Young, sort of calmed down her area and she's up in here. And it looks like here from this storm, you'd think it hadn't even got there yet. I mean, some people ain't got nothing better to do than come in and just be a troll. Like here, we got snow in Colorado. Colorado Jan's probably getting snow right now. It's only 64 in Phoenix. Wow, that's pretty cool in Phoenix. Lost Wages is 57. Lost Angels is 53. 70 in Memphis. 28 in Alamoroso. Lubbock's 59. Look at the difference in temperatures here, guys. Even Oklahoma City, 62. Memphis, 70. This will cool down quite a bit when these storms get out of the area. All right, let's go back and see if this is updating for us. Yeah, it's updated some. Good. Will it scroll? No, this app's frozen. It's not scrolling. I could hit the refresh here. It might log me out. Let's see. I hope I don't lose my settings. I'm just hitting a refresh to see what it's going to do. I might lose my settings. It may want me to log in. May put me on a different place in the map. It goes by default to where I'm at. Yeah, I see it comes back to Alabama. Lord, yeah, it unset everything. So let me scroll back over where the storms are. Click radar. I'm not doing future on radar here. I'm going to click lightning. We don't want tropical storms. Storm tracks. That's what storm tracks. That's what we're looking for. There we are. Now we got the storm tracks reestablished. Hopefully it'll let me scroll still. There we go. Yeah, the whole thing just froze up on me. Yeah, so this is the main part is just passed through. There's Bella Vista up there. You are up in the northwest corner there, very much so, Michelle. So yeah, this is just past you. That's why it's calmed down. You're gonna get another round of heavier rain, but not as intense as this. You're in the lull period, gap here. If it messes up, just go to the war stuff for a minute. Yeah, we can talk war. When we're going to get Eastern Tennessee, we'll run Windy through shortly to see when this stuff goes east, according to Windy. Windy's real good for that. This will do future radar too. But since it's hung up on me so many times, we'll do that in Windy shortly. Bentonville, got this storm there. Now this is moving kind of slow, so it's not going to the east very fast. That's Winslow. So they're mainly moving faster from the south to the north. You got a little easterly movement on these systems, but the easterly movement's a little bit slower. Mega survival's over here in Rolla. It's going to be a bit before they get there. Hopefully this stuff will die down before it gets to you. Bolivar, hope I'm pronouncing that right, Missouri. Radar indicated tornado, 7 inches an hour. What does somebody want to crack on? Oh, you didn't fearmonger. I'm just showing you where the storm tracks are. This is data. This is raw data. And I said these are not indicated to be on the ground. Good grief. Blairstown, Missouri. What I said about the biggest, I agree with Chewy whether the biggest issue is going to be flash flooding in a lot of these areas while this rain's collecting. No sense going to sleep now. Storm will be here soon. It is slow. Get it over with already. I hear that. Hey, Tracy Broken Wing. I'm on a hillside. Top here. Always windy here. All right, Tracy. Thunder near Mesquite. Okay, traveler. Wind is good. Also, Ventusky weather is interesting. We'll go back to windy in a little bit here. West Point, Illinois. That's going all the way up in Illinois, guys. Let's back off of that. So when you get these storms that are out by themselves, are more likely to have a tornado. Got an inch an hour rain right there. It's on the east side of this, so they hadn't picked up there yet. Now we got a gap in the storms there. All right, there's chicken in the car. Car won't go. Chicken fell out and broke its toe in Chicago. You got hail in Chicago, apparently. 10% probability on that one. Stepford's J's up here in this area. That was at 20%. 30% chance of hail. Niles. So we're probably over in Indiana. Yeah, we're in Indiana over here. So we got storms in Illinois, Indiana, Missouri. Real intense patch here in Missouri, west of Jefferson City. There's Jefferson City right here. Lots of radar indicated tornadoes. None of your beeswax. Hadn't seen you in a while. Ryan Hall stopped live broadcast 5 hours ago. Okay, had tons of tornadoes late last night. Yeah, last night was the worst. Yesterday, last night. So when I first looked at the forecast on the NOAA for today, it was talking thunderstorms. I had Colonel Cole suggesting I go live, warning about the potential storms, but it didn't look as bad as yesterday, so I thought I'd wait. And I was just astonished at how strong this stuff is this late. And so True Weather gave me the app here, Council Hill. Got an indicated tornado. It's moving pretty fast north. Heading toward Muskogee. Okay, we're in Oklahoma. That's heading toward Muskogee. If you're in Muskogee, Oklahoma, you may have a radar indicated tornado going over you because you're right in the middle of this pathway. I'm an old Okie from Muskogee. Well, Muskogee is in the path of a radar indicated tornado. Manford, Oklahoma. Got one down here. I'll give you McCurtain, Oklahoma. See, the track just moved. Red Oak, Oklahoma. 80% probability of hail there. You know, hail, even if it's just hail can do a lot of damage. Vehicles, roofs, especially if you got a greenhouse. Bella Vista is out of the main line. You got rain coming. There could be a, you know, look at this. This is a radar indicated tornado way out to the west. Some of that stuff could still be coming your way, Michelle. Hopefully it'll stay in the air and none of it will touch down. Chewy said there was no ground tracks. All right, we're coming back down to Texas now. Just catch up. See, there's Dallas. It's right over Dallas right now. Oh, Hamilton. Hail in Pottersville, Texas. Remember the movie Christmas show, It's a Good Life? Remember they changed the old man Potter changed the name of the town to Pottersville in the alternate world where the main character didn't ever exist. Wow, there's I-20. Yeah, this stuff's right in the middle of Dallas. Still in Fort Worth. Fort Worth is still under the gun. Arlington will still be under the gun for these storms and rain. Love Ryan Hall, y'all channel. Yeah, him and Max Velocity's also got a good channel. And who's that storm chaser that's on YouTube a lot? I've looked at his a little bit today. I can't remember his name. Shoot, what is his name? I know them that channel. John Blank. There's a lot of radar indicated tornadoes up in here. There's Ozark, St. Francis National Forest. Be heading that way within a couple of hours, I suppose. How long have we been online here? 77 minutes. 132. Lord Dragon the Red, how you doing? Just marble size so far. Where you at, Lord Dragon? You got marble size hell. That's what I like to hear. I like you guys tell me what you're experiencing if you're in the area. Yeah, Reed Trimmer. That's it. That's it, Anna in the woods. Or Anna in the not Z. Okay, not in the woods. Anna in the Many beeswax. Thanks for being up and showing us this. Well, you're welcome. Texas Weather Chases has an excellent channel on Texas weather, I bet. All right, so let's see here. Moving pretty quick here. Chakota, Oklahoma. Probably not pronouncing that right. That's an Indian name. Manford, Oklahoma. Yeah, I was kind of impressed going through Oklahoma. A lot of towns, communities with the same name. A lot of towns and communities in Alabama have, because they were the Indians that lived in the area here, the Native Americans named them here. They went to Oklahoma and they just used the same names and named a lot of places over there the same things. So we have a lot of communities in this area that have Altoona, let's say Ohatchee. There's just a lot of names you'll see in both areas that, you know, had the American Indian, Native American, whatever you want to call it, names in them. But the winds are just going every which direction. So you got a wind here coming out of the northwest. You got a wind here coming out of the southwest. Wind here coming out of the southeast. They're just, it's all mixed up. It's pretty turbulent. And you got 10-mile-an-hour winds that don't have a velocity. It's a 5-mile-an-hour wind. 10-mile-an-hour wind here. Well, Tulsa, there's another storm, radar indicated tornado in Manford, maybe heading toward Tulsa. Our good friend Jason with Green Country Agroforestry is here. They've had some intense storms go through there earlier. This line went through there earlier. They say there was a tornado earlier in Ardmore, Oklahoma, Oklahoma City. Yesterday, Nebraska was hit real hard, one of the biggest tornadoes seen, I believe. Ron Hall, still alive, reporting possible tornado near Wagner, Oklahoma. Okay, then he's come back on. Everybody said he was off. Maybe he just came back on. Wagner, Oklahoma. He said it's on the ground. Toka, Manford. Now, see, that's the name of the station. That's where the station is. It's reporting this. They got some velocity vector, so maybe he's reporting ones either in Manford or heading there. What would you say again? I said Manford. I think that's the word I just read out. Wagner, Oklahoma. Chewy, are you still in the house? If you are, do you know anything about Wagner? Here's up in Missouri, Springfield, Missouri. 6-inch hour rain, radar indicates. So Wise Al, does he say it's on the ground? Is it on the ground, Wise Al? If I play another YouTube channel on here, it would could get a copyright strike. I could go over and see. Yeah, I'm a little bit reluctant to play what's on another channel because of that. To come up toward Lebanon, not too far from the beach of Springfield. It's definitely got some storm activity in the area. There's Branson, our good friend Alpha Omega Survival Supply. He's just put the chat. He's up here in this area. This stuff is probably a couple hours out from you. Hopefully it'll be gone, calm down by the time it gets to you. I don't think we have the same weather as when that saying came about. I wish you all could see my red sky this morning. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. Yeah, red sky at night's a sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning's a warning. Yet my weather says no rain until Friday. Well, we got a pretty near full moon. The moon is full enough that if you walk outside and you look at the and you see a moon dog. Moon dogs used to be my main weather predictor. If the moon dog is way out, that means rain within 3 days. It could be within a day, but at least 3 days out. If it's about midway in, it's 2 days. If it's real close to the moon, you're going to get it within a day. I have never seen that fail. That's every time I've ever seen that since I was a kid. That's been a reliable predictor. I used to go out and look at sky signs like red sky at night in the morning and moon dogs, and if I could see a sun dog, the moon dog is more indicative. And I used to have friends ask me what the weather's going to do, and I would tell them just based on looking at signs like that. I used to be pretty good with that. But if you got to live outdoors, that's important to know. Belton. You're in some pretty heavy rain up there in Belton. You got a storm coming your way. It just disappeared there. Lee Summit, Missouri, strong storm. All right, here is a radar indicated tornado in Singe, Kansas. And over here in Magnolia, Missouri. Yeah, you know, Ryan Hall, he's got National Weather Service. He's got direct access, all kind of storm alerts. They sound off. Same here, Greg. If the leaves turn over and a storm is about to hit, yeah. Remember, there's a strong one that came out way back in 1980. It's called Red Skies at Night. What's a moon dog? Shield maiden. That's like a rainbow that goes all the way around the moon. You can see it at nighttime. Moon dog's like it's a ring. It's a ring of light around the moon. What that indicates is moisture in the atmosphere. The closer it is to the moon, the bigger the indication of rain. If it's way out, 3 days. If it's midway, 2 days. If it's right up on the moon, you're going to get it within a day. Every time now, maybe I missed a few, but every time I've observed that personally, it's held true. Fairgrove, Missouri, radar indicated, and you got 8 inches of rain an hour right there right now. That's pretty heavy. Lake Palm. I think I had another storm there. Let's try this again. Yeah, don't say tornado on here, but the indicator shows it here on the map. Some of these don't give a vector of when they're going to be somewhere. Oh, did that one disappear? Guess it did. Cushion, Oklahoma. And up toward Homan. Been watching this storm. It looks like it's slowing down. It's still a Toka. That one's not moving fast. Wilson, Oklahoma. Right over Dallas. Fort Worth is still getting stuff there. There's a new one. Hamilton, Texas. Iredell, Texas. I just clicked on that one. Glen Rose, Texas. All radar indicated tornadoes. Yeah, off-grid power is expensive, but if you got to run a power line in, it may be cheaper. It's raining June bugs. We're dragging raining June bugs. So anybody get a report from Ryan Hall? Maybe I'll pull him up on this computer. Maybe I can do that without let's see if he's on. It's live. Leon, World Economic Republic World 7-second riddles. I got that out. NASA space flight to relax guy. He should be showing up there as been live if he's on. I'm not seeing him. Type it in here. Search on Ryan Hall. He's actually live here. Yeah, apparently he is live. No, it says starting soon. Okay. Stream starting soon. So maybe he took a nap and is coming back. All right. So there's that. The storm's dying down a little bit. I'm not seeing this in the rain don't look like. There's still some tornadoes indicated, radar indicated tornadoes. Well, it's near, yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning. These things should be calming down. "4:30 in the morning, guys." There's one called Cord, Oklahoma. Wow, wow, we're getting radar indicated tornadoes at 4:30 in the morning. This is unprecedented. Basically, cut our trees down. That's probably a good move. Yeah, the marine batteries are the deep discharge. I didn't use a dump load on the wind generator. Charging 14 deep cycle batteries. Okay, you should have some charge there. Nightman's wife, what do you miss? There's a lot of radar indicated tornadoes from Illinois down to below south of Dallas, Texas. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat. I have to wash it down here. Yeah, sometimes at nighttime you can look for tornadoes in the flashes of lightning. Unfortunately, here in the east, these tornadoes tend to be rain wrapped. Sometimes you can't see them even when they're right up on you. Out west, the cloud deck tends to be higher, so you get better visibility of these storms typically. Yeah, for some reason, the tornado track's coming here a bit later after I'm scrolling, so I'm gonna have to let it update a little bit. It has slowed down, but still raining cats and dogs. When the sun's warming up, it'll start off again. Yep. All righty. So yeah, all this stuff is slowing down. Time for some coffee and watch your eBay. That's good. There's still radar indicated tornadoes right here. Osceola, Missouri. Appleton City, Missouri. Hit that one. What's this one? Knob Noster. Lord. Knob Noster. Well, Alpha Omega survival, by the time these get to you, hopefully it'll pass you over while it's still calm. Because it does seem to be calming down some. I'm not seeing this red I'm not seeing as many blocks in here. When we started out, it was just solid overlapping storm tracks everywhere. There's still storm tracks. They're not as long. They're not as big. And they're not overlapping the way they were. Not as many radar indicated tornadoes. That one just vanished. Okay, that's getting a lot better. We still have some, though, down here in Texas, Hamilton, Texas. Iredell, Texas. London, Texas. And this one was going east out of Brackettsville, Texas. Yeah, even the colored areas, the intense rain seems to be less red and getting thinner. The western band has died down for part of it here, at least over Texas. Still pretty intense up in Oklahoma. There's Wichita Falls, Texas. I spent a Christmas out there once years ago. One of my older brothers passed away, was stationed at the Air Force Base there, he was an Army, but he went to Air Force Base school. He was the honor graduate of that school. But the Air Force guys didn't like having Army guys or honor graduate. There's a slower moving tornado indicated by radar, Colcord, Oklahoma. Yeah, this is dying down. That's the good news. There's still some radar indicated tornadoes, Remy, Oklahoma, but they are slowing down. The storm's tracks aren't overlapping as intensely as they were when we first started out. Lockwood, Missouri. So this is good news. Maybe Ryan Hall will go back to bed. Get some more sleep before this goes crazy again tomorrow. I don't know, guys. If you guys want to see me do this kind of thing more often, I mean, I'm not Ryan Hall. I'm not, I don't have his level of experience and expertise in storm reporting. I'm not Reed Trimmer, but I can bring you data and we can chat with each other. If y'all, Green Graves, how do you, let's see, do you see how cold it is behind the front? Yeah, we can definitely see that because these circles are temperatures. Over here, like it's 70 here, back here it's 59, 63, 63. So there's definitely a temperature gradient. As you go further west, it picks up more intense once these storms have passed. If we scroll back here, the temperatures will be dropping. See, now it's in the 40s back here. There's Amarillo, Texas, where they had all those fires not long ago. I've spent a night in Amarillo once, just outside Amarillo, the Love's truck stop. Boondocking in my van. 47 there. And you get down to the 30s toward Albuquerque. 30s out here. Show 38. There was snow here this morning. I got a picture of it. There's snow in this area. 40s, 30s, 31 right there. Forest Lakes Lodge. We're close to Flagstaff. Fort Valley, 31. So it is below freezing here in some areas. Of course, that's high altitude. Maybe it's time to go to windy. All right, so this is passed through Fayetteville, Arkansas. All right, Bella Vista is still in the gap. This next set of rain will come through, but it looks like it's not going to be as intense as what you got earlier. May last longer, but it won't be as intense. If you're anywhere in any of these areas, right now, flash flooding will be your main concern. There's still some indicated hail. But Huntsville, Arkansas, hail. Back up again. 60% probability in Huntsville, Arkansas of getting hail. Don't say what size. That's more than half. 6% probability of hail in Walls, Oklahoma. All right, guys. So, yeah, you can see the storm has definitely died down, but it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. We started out, what, about 3? That the storms were as heavy as they were at 3 o'clock in the morning really surprised me. All right, let's go to windy. No, that's earthquakes. Pardon me. What do I do with wind? Oh, wind is the other direction. Yeah, oh, we got an East Coast earthquake here. Gladstone, New Jersey. Somebody had a 6.5 in Japan or something like that. Okay, it's not showing that now. That's some in the Philippines. 4.6 over here in Indonesia. Banjar, 6.1. That's pretty intense. That's close to Anak Krakatoa, which is right between these two islands. 5.0 in Pangatanga. All right, the earthquakes aren't as intense right now. A bunch of them up here all clustered up in Dog Mine, Alaska. Red Dog Mine, excuse me. Red Dog Mine. Salcha, Alaska. Petersville. We saw one in Petersville last time. Valdez, Alaska, 27. Valdez is getting a lot of them. 4.6 in Noshiro, Japan. Arethea, 5.0. Pretty good in there in the Dominican Republic there. 4.1. Our friends in Puerto Rico are dancing hard as usual. Chile, 4.5. Yeah, the earthquakes are a little bit mild right now. That's probably a good thing. Let's go to windy. So what we're going to do is we're going to clock this forward. See what it does, clocking forward. Everybody wants to know when it's going to hit them. Yeah, the storm is moving slow. Look at it. It's dissipating Sunday morning. Well, this is Sunday, 4 p.m., 6 p.m. It's not showing cranking up until Sunday night for some reason. 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Monday, a.m. Wow, kind of like right now. So Monday, a.m. at 4 a.m., it's going to look like it did tonight, this morning. East Texas, right in the middle of Arkansas, eastern Missouri. That's going to be your area of concern at that point in time. Monday, now we're in the noon phase. It just passed through Houston. Pretty intense down there in Louisiana, southeastern Arkansas, heading toward Memphis in the early afternoon. All right, be heading into Memphis Monday night. Tuesday, early morning. All around the Ohio River. Started to come my area Tuesday, 4 a.m. Yeah, it looks like it's dissipating. All right, very good. Right now I'm in Alabama. I will be starting to move my stuff to Arizona here in a couple of weeks, I hope. Start making several loads out that way. A lot of snow, no, Idaho. Look at all that snow on the 1st of May. Idaho, Wyoming. More storms in Nebraska and eastern Kansas. Early afternoon on Wednesday, the 1st. Stuff off the East Coast, Washington, D.C., through Carolina, Atlanta. Look, another line of storms Wednesday, early a.m. Nebraska in the evening. Yeah, Nebraska, Iowa. Now, Iowa and Minnesota. Oh, look at that. That's pretty heavy. Next Thursday, all the way from Houston up through Oklahoma, Missouri, and pretty heavy up in Wisconsin, according to this. Thursday afternoon. That could be real serious next Thursday. Late night. Friday in the morning. Houston. Friday in the morning next week. Through the evening. East of Houston. Oh, look at Louisiana. Friday night. All right. I don't see much hitting East Texas. I mean, East Tennessee. Excuse me. East Tennessee. Someone asked about East Tennessee. I'm not seeing any indicator problems in East Tennessee right now. There's snow all through Oregon Sunday next week, over a week from now. All right, so we're over a week out now. That's all kind of spotty forecasting. Let's get further out. We just don't know. So these storms will continue tomorrow. Maybe they won't be as intense. But there's several more lines of storms popping up through the week in the same area that have been occurring the last few days. So we're going to look at space weather. We got a G1 magnetic storm alert. That's not a major storm, nothing to really worry about. There's a major sunspot group right there at 3654. It could definitely kick off a flare. The CME could come out of that. Asteroids, not too many asteroids coming at us right now. Nothing between the Earth and the Moon indicated at the moment. We got one coming about twice the distance of the Moon. That's a good size, about 33 meters, but it's going to miss us by 1.8 lunar distances, so that'll be way out there. So the asteroid report is nothing to worry about. All right, let's come back over here one more time on this. I saw a tornado inspire. We are in Arkansas and Oklahoma right here. Whoops. Did show a couple of tornadoes. Shell Knob, Missouri. You like to name things after knobs in Missouri, eh? Vista, Oklahoma. This is nowhere near as intense as it was when we came in here, when we started. Several down here southeast between Fort Worth and San Antonio. There's still quite a few down here. Copperelli, Hicko, Texas, Jonesboro, Texas, and Mullen, Texas. Radar indicated tornadoes. There's one west of Fort Worth popped up there for a minute. Let's see if it comes back. Yep. Garner, Texas. Greenville, Texas. All right. Yeah, you want to call it a night here? I mean, we got in the room. 127 watching. Okay, I'm going to stop the share. I'm just going to chat here for a minute. You know, we are getting a lot of warnings from the Christopher Wray, the director of the FBI, talking about how we may see direct attacks on our soil from Lone Rangers and groups. They've also warned us that all our critical systems are hacked. Anything can be hacked practically is hacked, and then some. Through all of our critical infrastructure, to include military systems. China in particular, Russia to some degree, China, and even the North Koreans are master hackers. To some degree, Iran is. But China is hacked into everything we got. And these aren't ransomware attacks, hacks. If they were, they could have been activated. They've been sitting there for some time, like they're waiting. Just like a certain bio lab in Reedy, California. What was that all about? What are they waiting on? What's cooking? I should do a separate video on this. But there's, thank you, Jason, for calling thumbs up. There is a lot to be concerned with here. We are in one of those times when the sea state, the Taiwan Strait, is calm. China could take about a couple ways to do it. They might try to like soften Taiwan up first. They might try to, which I expect they do before they try to send landing crafts. By soften them up, I mean missiles. Some people have suggested they would blockade Taiwan first, but that gives America time to react. If they want to do the element of surprise, they would just launch a full-blown attack. So, for which there may be no warning. They would use these roll-on, roll-off ships. Apparently, they got thousands of roll-on, roll-off type ships scattered throughout the ports in China in that area. They can mobilize those in a matter of hours, from what I'm reading now. So China may make a major move on Taiwan at any time. Right now, it's an optimum time. I'm kind of suspecting they'll wait to a period when the discord here at home's at its maximum, which would be prior to the election. That's my suspicion, because they've already missed a good piece of this calm sea state already. I'm anticipating this fall, like September, that would be another good sea state condition, especially if they want to do balloon attacks, because at the higher levels in the stratosphere, the winds actually die down for a bit. So if you put a balloon up, it's going to just go straight up. If they want to get some directionality to it, they might catch a jet stream and then drop a, so it can go closer to target, drop a ballast, and then shoot on up to the stationary area in the stratosphere, up higher up in the stratosphere. You know, we've talked about EMP attacks. Did I do it right? What was that, Tracy? I don't have the prepping with Greg bookmarks. Now, if you go to, I do have some, what do you call them? I've got some content organized by topic on my channel, but it needs to be reorganized. If you just want to look at the gardening videos or the wild edible videos, they're not all on my website, Green Greg's, but you'll find a lot of the most critical things about worm farming are there. So you'll see on Green Greg's, there's some playlists is the word I'm looking for on the channel, or playlist on my channel. But some of them I need to reorganize them because I threw everything into prepping and one and EMP. They're both overloaded with stuff that needs to be moved around. But I do have a playlist, and they're, somewhat addictive. The breaking news, if you want to see really breaking news, unfortunately, it keeps your oldest one you left in there up front. Really, you ought to be able to switch orders on that, but they're That's not an option they gave me in YouTube. Please save the bees, Greg. You're giving them the blueprint. They already know it. They're already hacked into everything. They've already hacked it all. And they've got a huge balloon force. I'm not giving them anything they don't already know. I'm just trying to let you guys know so you'll be ready for the worst. I mean, look, all you got to do is go out to look what happened at Reedy, what they found in Reedy, California. They found it by accident, that lab with all that biological mess in it, with rats with human genes in them as vectors. Guys, they didn't want us to find that. How many others are there? What are they waiting on? How many sleeper cells do they have here? We know by the admission of Iranian, the head of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, that years ago they had 20 of our substations targeted. How many now? What else would they go for? If you take out multiple critical subsystems, all kind of stuff fails. You take out the power, everything fails. They would probably start with some of the other subsystems and then advance it, go from there. Do kinetic attacks. You may have EMPs from balloons in the coastal areas. You may have, I would expect a missile launch EMP to come out of the Gulf of Mexico or Caribbean Sea. So you wouldn't know right off the shore of Venezuela. It's what I was expecting all along. Then to have a lady who worked in the dairy had a dream, and when she dreamed that happened, and blew my mind because I hadn't been talking that. You know, that was something some of us, you know, inside real tight within the EMP task force community were worried about. It's because we don't have the radar stations monitoring to the south like the ones we have monitoring for stuff coming over the poles from the north or coming from Korea, China. But Iran, China, Russia, and North Korea all deal heavily with and trade heavily with and go into Venezuela quite a bit. So something launching off the shore of Venezuela, you couldn't necessarily pin it on Venezuela. It'd be who done it. And you wouldn't even know it's coming because, you know, suddenly just the lights go out. They might do it in conjunction with a solar flare. I mean, we are coming up on solar maximum. I mean, you'd be going, oh, the lights went out. You'd be waiting for a while and come back on and come on. You go, what was that all about? You turn on your TV to see what's happening, nothing. You go to your internet to try to get updates, nothing. It's down. Your cell phone, the tower is probably going to be out. You got a ham radio, you might know what's going on. Got one in Faraday cage and pull it out and set it up. Give the other operators time to set theirs up. Right now, I can't get from Florida through Texas. Right now? Why is that? Please save the bees. Yeah, somebody, Tracy just shared it. Discord link. So tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central, we're going to be on Discord. And Shaggy is going to play Civil War, the movie. So you'll get to see Civil War. It'll be the first time I've got to watch it. I've been wanting to catch it in the theater and just have not had time to go. Every once in a long blue moon, like once in maybe 5 or 6 years, I might go to a theater by myself. But I prefer, say, go with somebody. I'm gonna go to the theater. But I hadn't been to the theater in a long time either. So, tornadoes and flash floods. Yes, I just went off it. Right now, the biggest problem will be flash floods. The storms are starting to die down. They were still intense at 3 a.m. Really intense. 3 a.m. almost up to 4 a.m. They just started dying down. So Ryan Hall's back live. If y'all want to monitor through him, that would be a good way to watch the storms. He had been offline when I started this. If y'all would like to see this more often, I got 133 in the chat room. That's pretty good for this crazy early hour. If you'd like to see this kind of reporting from my channel more often, put a 1 in the chat room. If you had rather me stay out of this topic area, put a 2 in the chat room. This isn't my normal topic, although I usually cover it as an ancillary toward the end of video, but I've got a little better tools now to use for covering. I can now see storm tracks. And so that's a new capability we got here on Green Greg's. So, but here's the thing. China, and I think that they would want to move before we put all our defense forces and all our defensive missiles. We're talking about moving into the Philippines, on the Guam, to South Korea. We got a lot of assets we're about to move out there. While we have a president that's still perceived as being rather weak. Oh yeah, hey guys, look what I found today. This thing's huge. Look at this guy. He was alive. He was in my. I went to look out a window, and I was this close to this thing. Fortunately, he was more focused on trying to get out the window. This thing is a monster. I spritzed it with alcohol, and it didn't survive that too well. Y'all want to see me do this more often? Denver Scoprio, don't know. He voted 5. So check that out. Isn't that something? That's a big one. Now, a hornet, it's the size of a hornet, but hornets are usually like black and white. This thing is kind of covered. Its tail looks like a yellow jacket almost, but not the head thorax section. So this is maybe like some kind of big wasp. Maybe it's a murder hornet. Could that be a murder hornet? I hope they're not here. I knew they were up in Washington State and areas like that. Yeah, it's a sizable hornet. It's not really the color. I've noticed hornets around here before. We have a ton already. 5 carrier groups, strap groups. Yeah, that's true. We've got that stuff out there. If we get in the anti-access area to now within missile range of China, that stuff won't do so well. And you really got to get in that or have some kind of refueling capability to get jet fighters to Taiwan. I don't know, Nightman's wife. That's a big one. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look for this. It's not the color patterns I normally see on a hornet, but it's the size of a hornet. I wonder if that's the murder hornet. When I have one of those, found it in my garage, just like that, just Mike. Did you look it up? Take it fishing. Not a murder hornet. Oh, they're the size of a hummingbird. I just took some photographs of a hummingbird right outside the wall here on the outside. And it was taking baths in my aquaponics system and setting up in my Rose of Sharon tree, and go down, take a bath, go back to Rose of Sharon tree, go back down, take a bath. Very Ames. In southern Arizona, they have those big black wasps called tarantula hawks. Oh boy. I'm glad they're not in northern Arizona. I do know there's a lot of honeybees on my property in Arizona. They're always buzzing me, even late autumn after. I remember one night it was 12 degrees, and I'm out the next day, and there's a little honeybee buzzing around me. I thought, what? And as long as one by itself, they won't hurt you as long as you don't do something stupid like swat it and cause it to release its hormones. Then they'll come at you. But just one by itself, they don't plan to hurt you. If you get close to the nest, ooh, you're in trouble. Big trouble. I hope I don't find her nest. Larry Smith, that bee is called a cicada killer bee. Digs up cicadas. Looks like a giant wasp. Well, they say the cicadas are about to come out. Maybe that's what they're getting ready for. Not sure if the tenant islands can support our larger aircraft. Well, we're talking about sending oil rigs out there. Awesome. Keep going. We have evil ground hornets, and other hornets don't seem to be around. I hadn't seen a big paper nest for a hornet in a year or two at least. So it's been a while since I've seen the big classic hornet paper nest. Our hornets tend to be black and white around here, though, not that color. And that's not the color of our normal. It's got the adult ones almost the color of a yellow jacket. Yellow jackets are smaller than that. Need a nap. Yeah, I think we all need a nap. It's 5 in the morning here. and I do have to get up and do a bunch of stuff tomorrow. So we've been on for 2 hours. That's long enough. Plenty long enough. Alrighty, folks, we do need to go. We looked at the storms. They're dying down for now. There's we can do a quick recheck just as see what's cooking. There's still a few. Yeah, they're not overlapping like they were. These things are just had all kind of big overlaps, so it's froze up again. Oh well, so much for that. Stop the share. It's not as intense as it was, so that's better, much better. Cicada killer. Well, that's a new one on me. I've never seen one. Hate those fat bees. Eating your porch. Oh yeah, we got the carpenter bees. That's not a carpenter bee. They look like bumblebees. The ones with white face, though, won't sting you. If you see a lot of holes in it, it's probably from the cicada killer bees. Alrighty. Thank you, New Days, for super chat. Thank you, Michelle. Let me check real quick online here to see if anybody else followed Michelle's lead to go through my website before we leave tonight, so I can give credit to whoever might have availed himself of that. Let's see right now. Let me send Michelle's. I mean, like on PayPal, because sometimes the email is slow. Michelle Young. So Michelle, salute to you. New Day, salute to you. Thank you, super chatters. I want to thank you, mods, for posting everything. Yes, Tracy, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central Time, we'll be watching Civil War. And we can chat about it, I think, but hopefully we won't chat too much so we can watch it. But we can talk about it a little bit after the movie. It'll be my first viewing of it. And once again, thank you, super chatters. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Keep your eyes wide open, head on a swivel. The weather is going to be intense. We're in that time of the year. It goes up through May. We can get serious storms. Green Greg's, I put a video in Discord. Definitely need to check it out. Bobby, with some intel on stuff. All right. RFK Jr. All right. So, folks, I don't know. I'm just given the gravity of everything. Given all the stuff they got just sitting in wait. It puts a bad feeling in my stomach. I really, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm really wrong. But given in the way that Christopher Wray's talking about it, the kind of intel, this is not coming from me. This is coming from the FBI. They're saying that something's about to go down. They're expecting stuff far worse than 9/11. Multiple events, not just one. Multiple events. And that's exactly what I've been worried about when I see all these, what looks like sleeper cell candidates just filling this country up. What I've already know from what the Iranians have said, when you see the way we're hacked, and you see, intel we know about the biolab that was discovered, it can get intense. So you got to keep your eyes open, head on a swivel. You need to join our Survival Tribe Network. MOC, flip it around. That Wise Al set up for us at great expense out of her pocket. Thank you, Wise Al. She did it for us, guys. She did it for y'all. So avail yourself of the opportunity to form mutual assurance groups, survival tribes. Get your things in order. We don't know how long we got, but get your matters in order. Get your preps in order. Get your seeds. Get that stuff. You can check out. I'll have links. I don't know if I'm going to post them tonight. It's so late. And I do have to get up. I usually spend like an hour just conditioning my video, putting up thumbnails, putting notes in, and marking it to be monetized. All this stuff takes time. Then I got to go upstairs and prime my CPAP, scrubbing my chompers, take care of business, crawl in the sack about sunrise. snooze a couple hours, get up and go again. Thank you, New Days, for posting that. So we're family. That's why I come on here. You know, Colonel Cole wanted me to go live earlier, and I got looking. It didn't look that bad at the time, but I got some tools. I was going to cover other stuff. I was going to talk more about the war-related stuff, but that, you know, we got storms on us right now. That's our most immediate concern. And the welfare, you know, these were hitting around where a lot of you guys are at, a lot of subscribers in these areas. So I thought it was important to cover this for y'all. You've seen the news. It's all over the news. What happened in Nebraska. You're going to see news all through tomorrow about what happened today. Let's hope they calm down. So, guys, pray for everybody that's been in the path of these storms. Pray for everybody that will be in the path of these storms. Pray that the relief works and that people have the best outcome possible from whatever's happened already. Pray for world peace. But my suspicion is our country's going to be in more discord as we're heading toward the election, just naturally. So if somebody wants to cause problems, that's when the iron's hot. The old saying is strike when the iron's hot. So look out. Look out. Eyes wide open, head on a swivel. But, you know, the best thing we can do is try to damp down the hatred in the world. I always tell you guys, as light dispels dark, that's my stage lights. Love dispels hate. Go out and shine your love light in the world. Once again, thank you, Super Chatters. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please share my videos. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up, hit it on your way out. And, yeah, just be careful. Be weather aware. Be aware of the flash floods. Don't drive through flooded zones, guys. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you all for watching. We're family here. To one and all,